భవిష్యత్ అవసరాలు తీర్చే రంగాలపై దృష్టి పెట్టడంలో తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వం ముందుంది. ఎలక్ట్రిక్ వాహనాల తయారీకి రాష్ట్రాన్ని గమ్యస్థానంగా మార్చేందుకు కృషి చేస్తోంది. ఉత్పత్తి వినియోగాన్ని పెంచేలా ప్రోత్సాహకాలు అందించేందుకు చర్యలు తీసుకుంటోంది. ఈ మేరకు ఎలక్ట్రిక్ వాహనాల విధానాన్ని మంత్రి కేటీఆర్ ఆవిష్కరించారు. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో రవాణా శాఖ మంత్రి పువ్వాడ అజయ్ కుమార్, పలువురు ఉన్నతాధికారులు, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ వాహనాల కంపెనీల ప్రతినిధులు పాల్గొన్నారు. హైదరాబాద్ ఎంసీఆర్ హెచ్ఆర్డీలో జరుగుతున్న ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని లైవ్లో చూద్దాం.
Special tariff for charging stations, which is again one of the very few such important decisions taken anywhere in the country, a special tariff rate for charging infrastructure. Similarly, in our town planning policy, I am grateful to the municipal administration and urban development department. They have agreed to certain very important norms of having residential townships and other institutions like malls and large institutions to have mandatorily charging stations within their premises. Similarly, the other demand side incentives target the individual users. Many people who are already having a conventional petrol or a diesel vehicle and who may like to shift to an electric vehicle, either because they are more conscious about the environmental consequences, social consequences, or as Dr. Goenka was telling, while the initial cost may be high, the maintenance cost is literally zero, and therefore you end up with large savings. Some of them may be motivated to think about EV. The government will further assist them by providing benefits like waiver of road tax and registration fee, 100% exemption of road tax, and waiver of registration fee for a specified number of vehicles. So, for example, 200,000 two-wheelers, 20,000 auto rickshaws, 5,000 commercial four-wheelers, 10,000 commercial good carriers, 5,000 private cars, 500 buses, and as Mr. Goenka pointed out, we have also included electric tractors. So whenever their Zahirabad factory manufactures electric tractors, they will be hopefully the first recipients of this particular scheme. So again, this is something which will help consumers when they think about the higher cost, and when they look at these offsets which are available, I'm sure they will feel tempted about getting into buying a electric vehicle and using that for their commute. As I mentioned, there are incentives for people who want to manufacture electric vehicles and storage system components in our state, and I'm very happy that today we are signing up with 5 companies who are going to enter into MOUs and who are going to announce their important projects, important investment projects in the state of Telangana, and I won't share the details of those companies. In a moment from now, you will know who they are, what they are going to invest, how many jobs they are going to create, and how their example should be emulated by others, because the incentives which we are giving to manufacturers are perhaps amongst the best in the country. So I do look forward to more and more companies looking at Telangana as the opportunity for setting up their manufacturing facilities. Finally, our state of Telangana is right from day one is recognized as a state which encourages innovation and entrepreneurship, and therefore for EV and ESS segment also, we have created a separate program